In this lecture, I'm going to talk about Lichen Planus or Lichen Planus. So, Lichen or Lichen, it is actually a Greek. It comes from a Greek word lichen, which means tree moss. So this is the moss of the tree. This in green, usually as at the lower part of most of the trees you will find this, and planus means flat. So this is just to describe the cutaneous lesion in case of lichen planus, and usually it affects the skin and the mucous membrane. And as you know that skin and mucous membrane, these are anatomic innate immune barriers, as skin pH is between 3 and 5, and this does not allow bacteria and microorganisms to grow, so they are considered as an anatomic innate immune barrier. So let us now come to what is lichen planus. What is lichen planus? Actually, it is an idiopathic inflammatory disease of the skin and mucous membrane. But however, it is characterized by autoimmune attack on the epidermis by skin infiltrating T cells. So, accordingly, the causes of lichen planus are not largely known, but it could be a T cell mediated autoimmune disorder. So sometimes we call lichen planus as a T cell disease or disorder, in which inflammatory cells attack an unknown protein within the skin and mucosal keratinocytes. So these keratinocytes or all body cells, since they are nucleated cells, so they can act as non-professional antigen presenting cell and can, following any trauma, for example, viral infection or any type of infection or a real trauma, they can, like keratinocytes, they can present and so they are as a nucleated cells, they present usual antigen association with major histocompatibility class 1, and as you know that any antigen presented by a cell in association with major histocompatibility class 1, it will become a possible target for killing by T cytotoxic or CD8. And so it has been shown that cutaneous lichen planus is a T cell mediated inflammatory disease with pathogenetic role of both CD8 cytotoxic T cells and CD4. So actually CD8 cell requires also to get recruited and to get activated, it requires some cytokines, but these cytokines most probably they come from CD4 or T helper number 1. As T helper 1, they produce interleukin number 2 and interferon gamma, and these are very important for activation of CD8 and recruitment of this CD8. And actually, so these CD8 are present intra in the dermo-epidermal. So this actually, what I have told now, could be triggered by, as I mentioned, any viral infection or hepatitis C virus, or certain medicines include some drugs used to treat high blood pressure, diabetes, heart failure, and malaria. So also reaction to metal fillings in the teeth also may initiate this immunological reactions that might lead to a lichen planus, and as it affects the skin and the mucous membrane of the mouth. And as can be seen here, these the main symptoms of lichen planus may be clusters of shiny raised purple red spots on arms, legs, and or body, like this one. Actually, this adopted picture, or white patches on the gum. These are painful. Actually, these are white patches, and actually, despite there is no specific treatment for lichen planus, so here we advise patients to take care of the oral hygiene, and maybe to get rid of any sharp tooth here by going to a dentist. So also nails, they are rough with grooves, and look as if they look rough with grooves. These are nails. So let us now come to the immunological reaction that take place during lichen planus. So as I mentioned before, that it is now could be considered as T-cell disease. So mainly CD8, they are present here in intraepithelial, okay, and this CD8 actually they have T-cell receptor that interact with major histocompatibility class 1. So the keratinocytes actually here, they, for example, following a trigger, for example, viral bacterial infection or contact allergens or drugs or mechanical trauma or whatever, etc. So these keratinocytes, they have the capacity to present these antigens from these challenges to CD8. But however, this CD8 also, as can be seen here, it needs help from CD4 cells, as CD4, mainly T helper ones, they produce interleukin number 2 and interferon gamma, and this they activate the CD8, and here the antigen may be presented by means of other antigen presenting cell like dendritic cell and macrophages to T helper, as T helper when they like to talk to these cells. So activated CD8 or T cytotoxic now become cytotoxic T cells. Activated cytotoxic or CD8 cells, they produce granzymes and perforins, and these will lead to more destruction of the mucous membrane, because these as can be seen here, these are oral. This is the oral lichen planus. Actually, there is destruction of the mucosa by this processor by perforin and granzymes, and also keratinocytes maybe undergo what is so-called apoptosis of program cell death due to fast interaction. And also, as can be seen here, dendritic cells in oral lichen planus lesion tissues process antigen, this takes this antigen and derive an antigen derived peptides and present them to with major histocompatibility class 2 to T helper 1, and this T helper 1 of course reduce interferon gamma and IL-2 and recruit more CD8 cell, and this induce more destruction. Actually this figure or this drawing is adopted from this author. So let us now come to diagnosis of lichen planus. Lichen planus, actually, we take a biopsy to look at the cell pattern here, what I talked about before, and also blood test, for example, a trigger. We look for a trigger, maybe viral, bacterial, or whatever. So we need all these to test biopsy and blood test. Now let us come to the treatment. Actually, there is no specific treatment, but however, palliative treatment in severe cases, we try topical corticosteroids can be used, but if this failed, I mean typical corticosteroids, we can try systemic steroids, of course with caution. Also we give some pain killer, and we give some treatment for the itching if it is present. Thank you very much, Professor Ahmed, for that.